Hi boys and girls, it is Miss Erin here and we're going to do a lesson today on weather. So this week our theme is weather, so we're going to talk about different types of clouds, we're going to talk about the different seasons, we're going to do a little weather experiment, and we're even going to do an activity with shadows. So it's going to be a really fun week, okay? So the first thing that we're going to do is look at some different clouds. So I have 5 pictures right here, and we're going to learn about 5 different types of clouds that you would see outside. So the first one that we're going to look at is called a cirrus cloud. So these are white, they're kind of feathery, they look like feathers, and they're high up in the sky. So this is a cirrus cloud. Okay, so the next one we're going to look at is called a stratus cloud. So this one has lots of gray in it. It's kind of like high fog, and it's low in the sky. So this is kind of lower in the sky. It looks like it's closer to you. So that's called a stratus cloud. And the next one, is called a stratocumulus cloud. So this one is again low in the sky. It's gray and it kind of looks a little bit lumpy. So you can kind of see all the different lumps right there. So that's called a stratocumulus cloud. Okay, the next one is called a cumulus cloud. So this is probably what we saw last week when it was really sunny outside. This is called a cumulus cloud. It's where the clouds look really puffy and they're, again, low in the sky. So they're very puffy and it looks like it's a nice day out. And the last one is called a cumulonimbus cloud. So this is like a thunderstorm cloud. So it looks like mountains of very tall puffy clouds, and you can see these colors are very dark. So if you see cumulonimbus clouds, that probably means that a storm is coming and you should get inside. Okay, so I thought that I would show you those 5 different types of clouds, and then we do a fun little activity with close your eyes. Don't peek. I know you guys like to peek. Dun 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 dun. Oh, yay! Shaving cream. Shaving cream is so fun, and you probably have this around your house. So that's why I chose shaving cream, because I think it's something that we probably all have laying around our house. And if you don't, it's really cheap. It's like $1. So if your moms or dads are going to the store, they have to get groceries, you can ask them if they can get some shaving cream for you. Okay, so we talked about 5 different types of clouds. And now what we're going to do is we are going to make a cloud on a cookie sheet. So I just grabbed one. Ooh, don't mind that. This one's a little bit dirty, but it doesn't matter. You can do it on pretty much whatever your moms or dads have laying around. You can even do it on the table. Now, you're going to want to ask your moms and dads first. I think that they'll probably want to use some sort of sheet. So I grabbed a cookie sheet and I'm going to lay it down right here. Okay? So now you can see the cookie sheet, and I am going to put some shaving cream all over the cookie sheet, and I'm going to kind of make a cloud. I'm going to shake it up. Remember, it's okay to get messy. I grabbed a towel too, just to have on hand to wipe my finger off in between writing my letters, because that's what we're going to practice today. It's going to be super fun. All right. So I have my shaving cream right here. So now I'm going to take my hand, actually I'll probably take my left hand, and I'm just going to kind of smush it down flat. Smush it down flat, so then when we write our letters in it, it's going to be kind of easier to see than if it was in a big pile. So I probably put too much shaving cream on here, but I'm just going to wipe it off. Just wipe it off on this towel. All right, so what we're going to do today is we're going to practice writing letters. And this activity is kind of cool because you can write your letters on here, you can write numbers, you can even draw shapes on here. So there's a lot of different activities that you can do with something as simple as shaving cream. Okay, so I have my beautiful cloud. I wonder what type of cloud this would be. So I have my cloud, and I also have some flashcards. So here are some flashcards. If you don't have flashcards at home, that's okay. You can just have mom or dad or grandma or grandpa, whoever, just write letters down on a piece of paper, even a little sticky note. They can even show you a letter on their phone. It doesn't matter. You can kind of do whatever you have. So that's all right. So the first letter that I have is letter B. B. B is for ball. B, ball. So I'm going to put my cards down. And now what I'm going to do, and if you still have this paper was in your packet sent home in the first round of packets. So this is just a formation chart. So it kind of shows you how to form each of the uppercase or capital letters. So for letter B right here, it's big line down. You can see here, big line down, frog jump up, and then little curve and little curve. Okay, so that is what I'm going to do right now. And I'm going to say those motions and those directions out loud to kind of help me with writing it. Okay, so I'm going to move this up here so you can see. So I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to do big line down, frog jump up, little curve, and little curve to make letter B. B. B is for ball. Okay, so then what you would do, take your hand, you're going to kind of smooth over it, so you're kind of erasing the letter, and then you're going to choose a new one. So I can wipe my hands off again. I'll just wash this towel when I'm done. And to make it fun, if you can kind of make it a little game. So your moms or dads or whoever could say to write your special letter and see if you can do it all by yourself. Or maybe you could have a pile of flashcards and you can kind of lay them out on the table. You can close your eyes and pick one up. So it's kind of a fun way just to do something a little different. So I'm going to choose another one. Ooh, my next one is letter... Tell your moms and dads. Is it letter A? A is for apple, right? A is for apple. Apple. Okay, so for letter A, we're going to start at the top. And remember, we always start at the top. And if you want, you can draw a little smiley face. I think I put a little bit too much shaving cream on here, so it's kind of hard to see. All right, so I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to do big line slides down, jump up, big line slides down, and then little line goes across for letter A. A is for apple. Okay? So again, you can just erase it with your hand. And it might be fun before you start playing with the letter, or I'm sorry, before you start writing the letters, to just kind of play in the shaving cream. Sometimes we do that at school for introducing something more sensory based. I think they get really excited to play in it, which is fine. So we just kind of give them a few minutes to just play with it, have fun with it, and explore it, and then we get into the work, okay? And if you find that your child maybe needs a few breaks in between doing all these letters or numbers, that is totally fine, because then that will increase their focus if they just have a small break and then they can keep going, okay? So then you guys can keep going through the letters. You can do however many letters you'd like. You can also work on numbers. So I could work on number 1. Woo! It's kind of hard to do this with one hand. So then again, you just erase it. You could also work on shapes. So I'm going to look around. Right now I'm in my basement. Oh, I see a TV. And I think that TV is the shape of a rectangle. So I'm going to draw a rectangle. I'm going to start at the top. Little line down. Big line across the bottom. Little line up. And big line across the top to make a rectangle. So you can go on a little hunt around your house, around wherever you're at, and look for different shapes. Okay, so these are just some fun ideas of things that you can do at home with materials that you probably already have at home too. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed our video. And if you do this activity, please send me a picture because I'd love to see. All right, miss you guys. Bye.